Good evening, or afternoon, or whenever you may be watching this. I appreciate you watching it all. Welcome to more strange horticulture, where I definitely didn't poison a man last time. Probably set it up again sometime, never know when I'll need it next, that's true. Okay, where did we leave off here? I have just woken up, it's a new day. I have a new augury to figure out here for my dream deck. 5 miles south of the tallest but one, it grows in peace in the midday sun. Let's see. Well, I can see the mountains have their heights. Interesting that the heights are written, I was going to say meters, but I guess it's miles. But I see the little m and I think meters, but then miles down here. Is this the UK or not? Although, when did the metric system take hold? I don't know, thinking about it. Let's see, so there's 978, 899. Bowfell might be the one we want. Yeah, Bowfell looks like it's the second tallest. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanting, like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth under a shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. There are either very small or very big mountains. Oh, I got a shiny violet plume. This is a fun-looking friend here. Let me just shove that in there. Let me see. A large blue flower with an odd protrusion. Well, I'll try not to eat it. A blue Rafflesia, I guess. Does it smell like death, though? I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least, that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the grey ash. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I awake." Solomon's scepter. That's a plant, right? Should you really be putting on presumably cursed amulets ensconced in coffins? I mean, I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem like the best place to get an amulet. Let's see. Oh, I've already... Solomon's scepter is like, what am I looking for again? This thing. Also known, alarmingly, as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn, the flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. I wonder if the Latin for any of these is legitimate or not. Unfortunately, I don't know enough Latin either way. So let's see. Sweet-smelling small flowers along the stem. Looks like little groups of 3 petals. Wrong shape. Oh, here we go. All in these little groups of 3. Light purple flowers. The smell is alluring. If only Bagcher was here, what, you think she's the expert on curses? I wouldn't be surprised. Let me just make sure I don't have any other plants that might fit that description. Oh, this is the plant I definitely didn't poison a man with. I'm gonna go ahead and say this one is Solomon's scepter. Very nice. Long vericund. Sometimes called a witch's remedy, the long vericund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Swinside Stone Circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield way. And then the postman slowly dissolves into the mist. That's true, she does more Latin, no more Latin than us, and presumably more curse words. Kentmere Eye. Alright. Who has sent me this? Kentmere Eye. Discount mutton. Yeah, you think they'd sell it on the cheap if it was the sheep were slaughtered by a mysterious beast? Sorry, I've already forgotten the name. Kentmere, Kendall, Undermere, Kentmere Eye. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, there's an eye here, so if I were to like this, and then this one, I guess. From Kentmere, I follow the bearing of the eye and end up in a small forest north of Kendall. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled undergrowth, a type of flower is flourishing. If there is briar and brambles, perhaps there are monkeys and barrels too. Oh, that's cute. Nice color. Reminds me of my colors again, the pink and green. I suppose it's maybe more of a purple, but details. I can get rid of that. Shove you in the drawer. Oh, hello, Verona. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed the gilded dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations, and it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some maiden sorrow would help a lot. I feel like I pointed that plant out earlier. Let me see. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought to lend its name. Yeah, this one. Because I remember we have another, this other plant has thorns, but it's not droopy. And I think there was another description that mentioned brightly colored thorns, and these ones are quite dull, so... There we go. I love both the look and all the names of all these plants. Red Ebony. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since, confusingly, the large flower is in fact blue. Oh. I remember, yes, it is said that the red ebony, has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. Secret. Because I could shove a plant in here, right? Not in the paper in this device. Yes. So let me see if I have red ebony, which is not red. So I will ignore any red plants. So, oops, sorry if I zoom in. It's very easy to hit the scroll wheel, so I need blue. I'm looking for blue. No, okay, I'm looking for like a little stamen. What's it? You? Is this the occult plant? It's got the, kind of looks like a little alien head sticking out, doesn't it? I guess it does say it's blue. It looked more purple, but blue. My shiny Vileplume. Let me just make sure I don't have any other likely candidates before I go jamming it into this probably not irreplaceable, but I don't know where I'm easily going to get another one device. Okay, all my blue ones are labeled. Let's just, I don't know how this works if we're just cramming it in there. Maybe I'm shaking out some pollen in here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool. Hello, Hellbore. Hang on, I have to pet the cat. Red, like you'd call a blue healer. Exactly. Any of my plants harboring secrets? No plants, maybe on my map? Oh. Okay, let me see here. Just organize my desk again. This is less stressful than Papers, Please. Oh! The Great Oak. Tomb of the Hunter. Oh. Elderfinium grows here. You gotta pat the cat. Well, let's go on an adventure, I guess. Oh. Oh. That's interesting. Does this do anything? Oh. I see. Maybe like a combination lock? Why is it glowing? Secrets! Can I just take an axe to the desk? Is there a secret in this tea stain? I assume it's tea. I guess it could be coffee, but since this seems like the UK, I feel tea is probably more likely. Oh, hydrate. Thank you, Boogie. Let me do that. Merci. Oh, and posture check. Thank you for looking out for me. Wait. Oh, not my magnifying glass. Well, why don't we start with Elderfinium? Make sure I'm getting the right square, so just one off the bottom here. Whoever wrote on my map has been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out to this desolate place in search of plant life, but a quick search yields exciting results. New plant acquired. Oh, that's interesting looking, this green flower. It has a strong, sweet aroma. Do we have an entry on Elderfinium? If I'm reading that right? We do. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendros miasma, the deadly poison that causes the blood to turn black, etc. Intoxicating sweet scent similar to that of Solomon's scepter. I'm going to assume this is indeed legitimately Elderfinium. It's a very distinctive looking plant here. I guess I could shove a label on it now, but I can remember that. It stands out. I don't want to move my mic and reach to my keyboard, so... Alright, let's see what else we got. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Blackcomb. Verona noticed something at the Swinside site that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you'd get slate from. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting he saw something up at Blackcomb. But then again, Bradley Miller does claim that fairies stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I'd want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Eyebrights. Oh, well, how convenient. Oh, this is the brightly colored thorn ones. No lasting damage, but contain a small amount of venom that will cause severe pain for several days after. Okay, I will not touch. Lotha? Like the river, Leith, I don't know how you say it. I can't remember now. Where did I put you? Those thorns look menacing. I'm staying well clear of them. Yeah, brightly colored thorns. Do I have any other plants with thorns that are uncategorized? I don't think so. Okay, here you go. I don't really know what you do if you make a tea out of it. You just eat a flower. Wild coal. The purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who considered wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. Yes, wild coal. Throw it in your steam engine. Didn't I just get one with berries? Yeah, this one. Thin leaves and small purple-red berries. Well, I don't know if that's it. I mean, it's hardly the only plant out there with berries on it, but if somebody asks for wild coal, I'll keep an eye on that one. Oh, sir, your eyes.
Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some grey sunfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place now.
Sir, your eyes. Forest Vare. Forest of one of the Dreyer, a group that builds a tolerance to the harmful effects of Dranthium from childhood so that they can harness the plant's potent mind-enhancing abilities. It comes at a price. They will die if they stop taking it. Rumors that an ancient evil has arisen were too much for Forest to resist. Dreyer means hunter in the old tongue. He has traveled a long way to kill it. Wait, didn't the description for Dranthium mention something about turning the eyes green? I have to look before I find the sandfire. Yeah, green eye. He's on the sauce. But the I guess, sauce that sharpens your senses rather than whatever the other sauce does. Okay, gray sandfire. Oh, this one. Tough outer bark which has been used for properties, and the flame-like tendrils. Oh, this one! Yes, smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. I do like the, I assume these are the flame-like tendrils that are being talked about. Here you go. Embersoul. Embersoul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves. They're razor sharp. Oh, I should go on another trip, actually. Where's my device? So there's the Tomb of the Hunter, and then the Great Oak. Let's go to the Tomb of the Hunter, since Forest is also a hunter. Maybe we can learn more about the Dreyer. Why did I close my map? Hang on, I don't know. I need to open the big zoom. Tomb of the Hunter. Okay, right next to, I keep wanting to call it Jake's Rake. The memorial bears the name Swaff Prior. It stirs a memory. He was one of the Dreyer. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of a dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to the Dranthium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant grows sparsely around the memorial. Swaff, Swaif, Svuff. I'm not sure the etymology of that name. Oh, interesting little tubules? No, not, you know what I mean, tubes. Let's just say tubes, like the Shimmerlung. Is this, in fact, Dranthium? Purple flowers, long thin leaves that bear surprisingly sharp edges. Dranthium, sorry. Long, sharp leaves. So long, thin leaves, sharp edges. Nothing here mentions flowers, but the shape of the leaves is the same. So, and I mean, it would make sense for Dranthium to grow around the tomb of a person who relied on it in life. A series of tubes like the internet. The internet is also harmful, full of mind-altering abilities, but I think if you get so used to it and then you're cut off, well, I'm not responsible for what may happen to you. Probably not death, but I can't imagine it's pleasant. I want to go check out that oak tree. I think we can water, and then I can bring back my will to explore. Because I assume I'll get another little augury overnight. And then I can use my travel time to find it. Okay, the Great Oak. Right, which is just making sure here. Here. A huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall and wide, bigger than I could ever have imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. Oh, I don't get any plants for it. Can I not carry the oak home with me? Hello, Darth. If the shoe fits, you must acquit. I didn't poison anybody. I could just move the plants outside and water them all at once. I feel like that would take more effort than simply holding a watering can over top. Lyra, hello! Mushrooms aren't plants, they are in my heart. How are you, Lyra? I hope you have been well. Loic to Ilgil Head, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually, she made her way to Grisdale Forest. It is a very cute emote, may I say. It's today, everybody. Alright, let's see. So Loic to Ilgil Head, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. So I remember Crinkle Crags is here. There's Foxfield. There's Ilgil Head. Where's Loic? Okay, so Loic to Ilgil Head. Is it where they intersect? It's not really a neat line, though. And then Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. Oh man, it's not perfectly aligned. If only they were like on an X, but they're not. I'm trying to think. Foxfield to. I don't like how vague this is. This one? Okay. Hello, Rai fam. It's a little dark. We did not poison someone, come on. And drove someone else insane, did we? I don't remember doing that. Ham-ha is always the right way to enter chat. Are you kidding me? I love Ham-ha. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study. One for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie, and another plant I've never seen before. Two for joy. A lot of purple flowers today, and more tubes. Let me have a look at these tubes, reminding me of the worst level in Super Mario World. The purple flowers have a delicate scent, purple turning to pink at the ends. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. Oh, it's you again. Ignoring our offer was a mistake, horticulturalist. The Dendru has awoken. The redemption is upon us. And when it arrives, you will not be spared. Oh, Edgar Allan Poe here wanted us to join a cult. So I asked the chat, and the vote was no. So hopefully nothing terrible comes of me not joining a cult. Oh, hello. My mind is clouded, dark. I see it, and it sees me, all of me. Elderfinium is the answer. It must be. I will not forget those who helped me, horticulturalist. Oh, Elderfinium. We got that. It was this one, right? This is a very distinct looking plant. Here you go. Wonderful. It looks like it's not Edgar Allan Poe, actually, but doesn't it look like him?
This is the beating of his hideous heart.
Larkshine. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stinking barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days, sometimes confusingly called kidney flower. This is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny pods that grow on this plant. If you're just joining us, sorry if it sometimes zooms in. That is me hitting the scroll wheel on the mouse by mistake. It is a nice accessibility feature. In case you need to zoom in on text or any part of the map or a plant for identification, I appreciate it. Who's Albert Finney? I'm blanking. Oh, hello.
My mum was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light. That's a plant, right? I'm not sure what long Meg could mean, though. Is that another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it, just in case it's any help. She loved this shop. He's just a po' boy from a po' family. Spare him his life in this garden of me. I lost it. I lost it. An old British actor, I see. Golden light. Start at Long Meg. S3. E2. She didn't mention anything about a Long Meg, right? I'm not, because I can't access a log from her. Oh, there's an archive, but that's my letters. Okay. She did say she didn't know what Long Meg was. Well, I guess we can't get whatever golden light is right now until we figure out what Long Meg is. Lengthly Megan. Oh. Help me. The amulet. I can't remove it and it's drawing the life from me.
Well, that's what you get for putting on cursed amulets that you found in the bottom of a coffin. But alright. Long Vericund. Witch's remedy. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Okay. Okay, there's this one. That looks like it could be right. Small leaves growing in pairs. Oh, not the hiccups now. Let me just make sure I don't have any other... Oh yeah, you're already labeled. I was going to say, this one also has paired leaves, but I've used you already. Okay, looks like everything here has been categorized. Long Meg sounds like an urban legend. Long Meg and Mothman going hand in hand. Long Megalodon. Hello, Joe. Who could have foreseen? Okay. Here you go.
I can feel it working.
Thank you. That was astonishingly fast. Did you just eat that plant in front of me? One of these plants has to cure hiccups. Oh, thank you, Joe. Let me do that. I think I'm okay. Cauldry. The uses of Cauldry are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress, Arduina, place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. I'll just nibble a little on every plant until either my hiccups go away or I pass out. Oh, you!
It's good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road for so long I've started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days, though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away, but I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. Oh ho. Amos is well acquainted with strange horticulture and enjoys drawing the plants within. He spends most of his time outdoors, where he occasionally comes across unusual-looking plants in untrodden places. He collects sketches in his field book, but not the plants themselves, preferring to leave that to others with more expert knowledge. The Skyrim method of alchemy, just eat everything, see what it does. A shame that life does not have a quick load button. If you ever receive plants without already having a description for them, I mean, probably. I'm sure there are some we have that we don't have a description for. Oh, it's like this thing. I see the symbols. So maybe this is our guide to
they fit in one another? Like this? Oh. Okay, let me know. Okay. Does that look right? That looks right. And then, get out of here. One of these days we're gonna see that weenie lawyer again somehow, but he vanished. The police are looking for him. Okay, that looks right. Yeah? I think. I hope. We don't, this isn't like backwards, is it? Because I see this symbol, but this is facing the other direction. Oh, but then there's, okay, there's a downward facing one. So hopefully it's not some trickery. And if it is, I'll just try some more combinations. Wah! The computer tower just went whoosh at about the same time. Hello, Dak! Please don't feel bad when this dude gets ice dialogue. Oh, look at that, a secret compartment. Is that a lawyer who deals in specifically a weenie-related case, or a lawyer who themselves is a weenie? It's probably both. Where's bios? Here we go. The lawyer that we definitely didn't poison is this guy. He was incredibly rude, and he insulted Hellbore, who is our cat here. And that will not stand. Ooh! Trimble Huff. The Trimble Huff is traditionally used as a decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. It does look a little bit like a bell you would ring at church. A cross-section of the small cup-like flowers. They generally point downward to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access for pollinating insects. Trailblazing case in the People vs. Vienna sausages. Someone almost choked to death in a cocktail weenie. You don't trust anyone in a monocle. Robert Barrow's medicinal herbology, I guess this is the UK. Blackhall Road, Kendal. Oh, Kendal was a place on the map. I'll have to go there. What else we got? Devil's Nightcap. I really want to say Nighttrap, but no, this is not the infamous video game. This plant is known colloquially as a corpse's friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It's a watermelon. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. But you do trust someone with a pocket watch. What if they have both? What then? How do you reconcile that? Yeah, the second he comes into the store, he starts insulting us. He did make the mistake of dealing with someone who works with customers in real life. A Briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of a cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around its edge and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. Oh, so this thing is a Briar's disc, I assume. Okay, so it is cache. I feel like I've heard cache before. I've heard both. And what do I got here? A coin. 1813 Gosforth with a little symbol. Didn't we try going to Gosforth and then I took psychic damage because this place sucks? I mean, really, we I think we went there and then my doom counter went up. You are neutral toward them. What if they're rude to cats? Like poor Hellbar here. Purr. I love that purr. Okay. Cool. I will shove these papers in my drawer. close that. Put my coin in there in case I gotta like bribe someone, I guess. Kendall. Oh, Kendall was here. I may be thinking of cachet, like cultural cachet. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Blackhall Road.
I know you,
says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow, presumably.
You're the owner of Strange Horticulture.
2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. A copper Caledonian. Let's see. My big book of plants, baby's first book of plants. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red spores that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not part of the plant. Oh, didn't we... Not you, there was... This one. A mushroom-like plant with red spores growing on it. It says mushroom-like, so it's not actually a mushroom. I guess he is looking for fungi, but it did mention that the spots are fungus, so... My mushroom on a stick. Okay, cash as in collected or hidden stuff is always cash. Okay, see, that's what I thought, and then I doubted myself. Whoosh. Has anyone here played Nighttrap or seen it played? I've seen like clips of it, but that's it. It is quite surprising it was so controversial. Oh, look at this one. Look at it. I could drink tea out of this thing. It has a distinctive smell that reminds me of old books. Musty. An overpowering, sickly sweet scent. It's a good thing we did not have this at the time we identified Solomon's Scepter, because I could see it being very easy to confuse the two. And then this one. Purple flowers, long leaves. These look like a little bit like the plants that were on Lava Lava Island in Paper Mario that spit confetti everywhere, and I would keep making them honk and then giggling like an idiot. Yeah, all I know is that it's... I know how it works, and I know that it's a bad game. It was controversial for the time when it came out, but of course it's very tame by today's standards. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seemed like something you might find interesting. I found it while clearing out the nook off the east wing. Oh, thank you, Simone. Baylock's Elixir. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's Elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylocks and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Maybe it was a really interesting wall. Who am I to judge? So wait, elixir. How would I go about making an elixir exactly? Is there a combine button somewhere? Well, Mortal Kombat, I could see why people would be up in arms about the violent content. I mean, you can, like, rip a dude's spine out of his mouth. That's pretty extreme. But Nighttrap is extremely quaint and not at all controversial. Yeah, mature things were definitely well overstated by people who'd never seen it. Bring back the era of F&B games. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. Oh, hang on, I'm just reading this now. Reminded you of something you heard about a region where people ate arsenic. It gave them a temporary vital appearance with a fleshed complexion, but eventually arsenic overdose. I seem to recall reading about that in Makeup or something? I hope stream isn't chugging. I know when I did Space Channel 5, I was losing a lot of frames. Seems okay now. Again, this is a wired connection, so if anything is going off the hook, it's I'm gonna blame OBS. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. I see exactly what you're doing here. Cheeky. Let's see. I have to find Tibet. That's the hard thing. Bootle. That's a fun name. Bootle. I was thinking about seeing if I can hook my Wii U up to my capture card. Where the heck is Tibet? Tibet. Okay, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. Very cheeky dream, Augury. I find myself on a patch of moorland surrounded by jagged peaks and menacing clouds. A distinctive plant stands out against the swaths of purple heather, and there, another. I'd have to think about what kind of voice to give Huey. I love Huey. Huey was a great companion. Worst Paper Mario companion was Kirsty. I'm sorry, Kirsty. Let me check out our new friends here. I got a lot of purple flowers today. It has a pleasant, fresh aroma. The flowers are deep blue. Quite beautiful, really. It is a nice color. I remember that about Bully before it came out, but yeah, I've heard it's T-rated. I mean, you menace people as a bully, but it's not GTA. Long Meg? Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. As long as you can get me some Fever Kiss, that is. Too many late nights at the library are taking the toll. Okay, Fever Kiss. Oh, I remember this one. This is Mario, except I typoed Mario because it was, Witch's Fig? Yes, it's similar to the Fever Kiss, but Beaver Kiss is, okay, Witch Fig. Where is Mario? There's Marup. That was how I typoed it. Do you want some Marup? Who is not invited to parties? There we go. Okay, what do we get? Mountain Astery. Promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. I really wish they would give me a scalpel and a microscope so I could actually see cross-sections of plants. I still want to know how to make elixirs, but I don't know how to go about doing that. Oh. Don't make a joke. I'll get upset. I didn't even understand it at first.
There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. There are all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual.
Just fade into your void, sir. Is this the, yes it is. Beckfoot Candle. Who is sending me these? Okay, Beckfoot. Okay, let me find Beckfoot first. Yeah, most people wear beige masks. Sipping my beverage while I look for Beckfoot. Here we go. And then Beckfoot Candle. Makes me think of reading books from the UK when I was little and being confounded by how they would say torch to mean flashlight because I hadn't heard that British English slang before and thought they were carrying around a stick with a bit of fire on the end. The candle leads me east of Wastwater. To the north, the mighty Scafell Pike grazes the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me. Perhaps another time. I want to go mountaineering. Oh, they're like prickly pears. I'm wary of those spines. Didn't we have something we got that talked about spines that were very painful, and if you touch them, they would linger for a long time. Alright, ding dong. Oh, hello.
I've been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about this beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name, except the group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it, but I'm getting distracted. My Dranthium supplies are low. I need more.
Well, good thing we went and picked up... Where the heck did I put it? Which one was this the Dranthium? Thin leaves. Yes, this one. I hope it was on the Tomb of a Hunter, so there we go. Very nice. Palliance. Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the palliance is in a class of its own. It is sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. A little... Is it HEPA filter? Is that how you say it? One of those. I don't have any outstanding correspondence that tell me to go to a place right. Oh, there's this one. Can I go to Sadgill and then see the church? I read this one already. I guess no mention of the church. Well, we didn't join a cult. You get to freestyle when pronouncing acronyms. Too true. I'm going to pronounce it however I want. HEPA filter. Filter.
I crept around Black Comb 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eyebright is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Up on the fell, I found a shallow pit full of skulls. Some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat, I heard a terrible noise, like an axe-maker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline, I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask, watching me, and beside her, something dark and human and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I'll need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. You'd have been out drinking too if you'd seen what I did.
I would like to see the skull pit. Sir, I sell plants. I'm not paid enough for this. Am I getting paid at all? I guess I'm my own boss. Okay, berries. Purple berries. And we had purple berries. Where the heck did I put my purple berries? Where are you? Not my mushroom corner. I'm staring at them, I'm sure. Here we go. Small purple red berries. Close enough. Doesn't mention the leaves, but I don't think I have any other plants with berries on them that isn't uncategorized. Oh, it doesn't say Marup anymore. Rest in peace is Marup. Here you go. The name Sweet Breath made you think of sweetbread, which despite its name, decidedly not sweetbread or bread at all, like sweetmeats. No, those are also different. Sweetmeats and sweetbread are different. Norwood. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face. Sorry, I hit the desk. An unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. I guess hearing the thunk of me hitting the desk was an unpleasant sensation. Do you feel more focused now? It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Ooh, does this work? Does anybody have spores? Anybody? Spores. Anybody spores? Spores. Oh! Look at that. Oh, it's glowing. Anybody else have spores? Oh, that's cool. Does it work up close? Not really, I guess not with the layering, kind of. So this might be, well, the book is closed now. I don't remember what it was, but that might be Norwood? Norwood. Marup is dead. Sweetbread, I think, is, yeah, organ meat. Hello, you look like a nerd.
My neighbor has a foul-smelling mushroom that she says can ward off evil spirits. It's a horrible little thing that attracts flies, but I'd rather that than sit and do nothing. There's something very strange out in the woods. Foul-smelling mushroom. Don't we have one that has... yeah, this one. Sunset Mount Cap. Yeah, it's stinky. Oh, it's the right page. Deters unwanted souls and spirits. Have a stinky boy. There you go. Can also be pancreas, according to Wikipedia. Yeah, just take one and grow your own. It's fungus, it's fine. It grows everywhere, whether you want it to or not. Oh, Verona, hello. I'm always excited when she shows up. Poor Reuben. He looks a little worse for wear this morning. He took it hard when his wife died and never did quite give up the drink. I think I know what ritual was performed at the stone circle. It all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone tried to call something across the void and tried to bring it here. And with the state of that body, all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then the gilded dendra. That really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthing's bestiary. A little light reading for you. I'm headed to Grisale Forest again. The Sisterhood will know more. Will they let you in? You horticulturing it. I want to check this out, but I also feel like I shouldn't open it during stream. I got content claimed for about a minute stretch on my last Strange Horticulture video. And I don't know why. There's no special music or anything playing. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the Miasma, or the Dread, but the most common name for it in the Shires is the Servant. You'll have heard of it in children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master, and there are hints of it in the older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black Digitatus mortis grows, was caused when the Servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Digitatus mortis, so like dead, what's fingers? Is that Digitatus? Maybe. Well, it's mortus, not mortis. Not digitalis. I don't think it's that. Digitatus mortis, dead ground northeast of Tibet. This tune does constantly make you think that Horses by Tori Amos is about to start. It points out like a minute-long stretch in the video, but there's nothing unusual about it. It's the same piano music. Tibet, northeast, was that what it said? Okay, yeah, northeast of Tibet. So here? What do you mean, why did I come here? I don't know. Find... Did I go to the wrong spot? I went here, yeah? Did I click on the wrong spot? Does anybody know if I clicked on the wrong spot? Maybe I'll try again after like the next oh. No, I want to try again. What is this show that you have referenced at? Because I can't, I mean I could click on it, but I don't want to risk another content claim. The scientific name digitalis does come from finger. Or like digit. I think about that because sometimes at work if I see
people carrying a cup without a drink sleeve on it. And I say, I don't want you to burn your digits. I think I first learned about digits referring to fingers from the show Reboots, because there is a binome who would constantly get his fingers crushed and would go, my digits! I think you should leave with Tim Robinson. Okay. Let me see again. Dead ground northeast of Tibet. So I went here. Do I need to go further northeast? Or I misclicked. I don't know what's haunting me, but let me try here maybe in like the very corner. And if this doesn't work, I'll try this corner again, because maybe I screwed it up. Nope. Okay, I'll try tomorrow. I want dead fingers, I think. Oh, that's helpful. Every day she attentively performed the sorry. Take two. Every day she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day she patiently performed the tasks given to her. Every day thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. I wonder how many takes it usually requires to do an audiobook reading. That's very helpful. Ooh, does my my magic lens? Oh, a secret uncovered is a secret no more. 2 miles north of Foxfield. Well, that's quite simple. Foxfield is here. 1, 2. 3 ravens circle above, their caws and croaks cleaving the silence. An omen. I take what I came for and leave. Oh, it's not purple this time. That's a cute color. I like this shade of teal with the yellow. It is quite easy to cut oneself on the jagged leaves, as I have just found out. Oh, betrayal. Never mind. Oh, gosh darn this keyboard. There. Okay.
One from your librarian friend today.
That's it. All right, see ya. Oh, hope. In reference to your question the other day about Long Meg, I'm afraid I do not have an answer, but Calder Abbey has a wealth of knowledge on local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plant from you, but they won't tell you what they want. A sort of test. They've never allowed me in to look through their stacks. Simone. Alright, Calder Abbey. Calder Abbey. Oh, here we go. Up in the corner. Hatsune Miku plant. Miku would never cut me like this. A small window opens within the much larger oak door. From the darkness within, a voice proclaims, "Only a friend may enter." Wasn't there a plant that talked about friends? Which plant? I don't remember. The name will jump at me. Oh, I think it was Fox Button. Melon. Speak friend and enter. Aha, an offering of Fox Button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. It was a very cute name. Okay, where the heck is my Fox Button? No, don't zoom in. Was it you? Yeah, here you go. I almost clicked leave. The hatch snaps shut, and the oak door swings inward slowly without a sound. I am ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask about Long Meg, and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Without a word, he pauses for a moment, surveying, before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. Oh, I guess I have to get this first. Sheep snap. The sheep snap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods of the sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of bayonetta. Bulbs of bayonetta. I don't know if we have anything with green seed pods, so I'll table that, but I'll take this letter. Regarding Long Meg, there is a stone circle north of Undermere. According to local legends, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Long Meg lived nearby along with her daughters. They were wild, godless people who practiced evil magic, until one night they went too far, and Meg and her daughters returned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Long Meg by the locals. Oh, it could be a cryptid. I mean, who's to say it doesn't come alive at night? Let's see here. So, Golden Light started Long Meg, South 3, East 2. Oh, and my will to explore is just about... There we go. Okay. Take a sip of my beverage. I keep wanting to read this as wastewater, but that would be an unpleasant landmark. Okay, here we go. The daughters. I want to visit that, but let's go to the place. I'm gonna get the numbers mixed up if I don't check my card. Where's my card? Where did I put it? I have too much junk. Where the heck is it? Oh, where's my card that says the directions? Wost. A wast? Okay. Sorry, I just pronounced like the O and then I stopped reading. Sorry, the wast. It is wast. There it is. South 3, East 2. Okay. So, South 3, East 2. The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with a melodic gurgle. Among the tall grasses that line the riverbank is a much more unusual looking flower. Droopy. You know what? Hang on. Where the heck did I put it? Marab 2. Because you're red. I guess it would be baby Marab maybe, but no. I want to try again to find, what was it called? No, I don't need this. Get in my archive. I don't need you either. Get out. I've already opened the secret compartment. I can get rid of you. Get out. Okay. Dead ground northeast of Tibet. It's really bothering me. Like, I could have sworn. But I can't. Well, I could open Twitch and try and view the footage, but I don't know how that would work. I don't think you can scrub back on like a live stream. When you looked it up, did you find out what wast means? It's not a word I have encountered. Okay. Dead ground northeast of Tibet. So this is Tibet, northeast. I thought I tried here. I definitely tried here. This, maybe I misclicked. If it's not that one, maybe it's this one. So if it's not B32, I'll try A32 next time. Oh, here we go. The wide area of blackened ground here is known to the locals as Dead Man's Field. Dark mushrooms protrude from the soil like fingers reaching out from the grave. Oh, heck yeah. Please give me the weird mushrooms. I love weird mushrooms. Ugh. That looks unhealthy. I believe there is a type of mushroom that actually looks like a hand coming from the ground. I don't remember what it's called. Maybe like dead man's fingers or something. Wast is short for Wasdale. That explains nothing. Thank you.
The Sisterhood are trying my patience again. If the old Arda was around, but she's not. They've kept secrets for hundreds of years. If ever there was a time to share them, it is now. They know of a way to defeat this servant, some ritual or weapon or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. Well, I won't sit by idly and do nothing. I'd better have a little chat with this new Arda. And I think I'll take some mountain astery with me.
I know mushrooms aren't plants. Unless you mean the game. Look, just because mushrooms aren't plants doesn't mean they don't fall under the umbrella of horticulture, and I welcome any and all weird mushrooms into my heart. Except you, Toad, you're on thin ice. Mountain astery, okay, I remember we got that entry. An aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. Okay, anybody look like a cup? Cups. You're Norwood. I was gonna say you look cup-like, but you're Norwood, probably. Not Marup 2, is it? No. Cups. You're already Lady of Summer. Oh yeah, Gilded Dendra. No, bad. You do not want that. Oh, these ones. Reminds you of old books. Musty. Stale and damp, that would be musty, and I think I did say I could drink tea out of these. That's cup-like, I think. Here you go. Again, I don't know. Maybe she will actually drink tea out of them. The next plant I'm gonna get is just gonna be Toad. I hope so. I'm just gonna have Toad's head on my shelf. Toad hungers for blood, but the only blood that was shed was his own. Weeping Bell, a plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. You'll have about as much luck searching for the end of a rainbow. The soft frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It is also known as golden light and sometimes fool's hope. Oh, I know we went to that place here and got golden light. What was the one was it Marup 2? Was it Marup 2 I got from there? Golden light. Let me see. No, it's not golden light. It's I already forgot the name of it. I just read it, Morri. You just read it. What's wrong with you? I don't know. Magpie brain. I unwrapped the plant and it started screaming, "I'm the bad!" No, I can't do the Toad voice while I'm streaming a chill game. I can't. Wasn't Trimble Huff. What the heck did I get? Whatever. If somebody asks for golden light, I'll find it. Your head, sir.
I finished the designs you asked me to work on. Be very careful in wrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate, and I have taken great care transporting them.
What did I get? My lab equipment is finally here. I will now be able to brew elixirs using ingredients from my plants. Oh, I have a little retort set up. I see. Where is my Baylock's elixir? I don't know if I have these plants, maybe, but for now, I'll wait until somebody asks for it. Ooh, what's this? Patterson's Guide to Fatal Fungi and Their Antidotes. Some nice light reading. Spring wax cap, sometimes fatal, can usually be cured by taking hop heart boiled in vinegar. Sunset mount cap, generally not fatal in small doses, used crushed leaves from sour bandy to cure. Bishop's parasol, often fatal, can be remedied using the sap from lemon dandy. Copper Caledonian, often fatal, no known cure. Farmer's worry, often fatal. An antidote can be made using royal gentian. Well, I know we've given at least 2 people sunset mount caps. And we gave somebody Copper Caledonian, although I think that was the herbalist, or herbalist, as you would say in the UK. So I would assume he knows what he's doing. I'm sure we definitely won't need that list at all in the future. Oh, well, my thing is full. Let me check this out. This circle of ancient rhyolite boulders has been a site of ritual importance for hundreds of years. A lone pillar of red sandstone stands off to one side. I guess that is the Long Meg. The Lengthly Megan. Or Margaret, perhaps. The new Otter wouldn't like me being here, but the forest is in danger. I spoke with Verona Green earlier. It's bad. If the Dendru has awoken, then it will come for us. You must place an offering at the altar of Arduina. Thank you. Okay. Would it kill people to just give me directions? Okay, so we're looking at perhaps a river with buildings on either side. Presumably it's near the forest because that's where all the witches hang out. So all the cool witches hang out anyway. Maybe. It's not this this river here, is it? It's really hard to... Like right here. I wish I could make this transparent or translucent. Seems... Yeah, because these buildings coincide. So I'm going to assume it's the one just south of the mountain here, I hope. It seems Beth has been able to keep her fellow sisters away from this part of the forest, for now at least. The trees are thick here, old too. The altar seems to belong here, as much a part of the forest as the gnarled trunks and twisting roots. I must place an offering to the goddess Arduina. So Ember Soul or Cauldry? Well, I'll ask what you folks think, but let's double check what they both do. So, Cauldry. The uses of Cauldry are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic. Those who worship the huntress Arduina place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. So, we can either do Cauldry or we can do Ember Soul. Thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. What do you two think? You two. Sorry, what do you... There's more than two of you in chat. Unless you're all somehow extremely coordinated between one another. Rather, what do you think between the two? So, Ember Soul seems to have protective properties, where Cauldry seems to be about success in a hunt. I know Cauldry mentions Arduina directly. This one does talk about protection, and I know that was Beth's concern. Ensure a successful hunt. What do you folks think? Does anybody have a vote on if they would like Ember Soul or Cauldry? I'm going to drink my beverage in the interim. Defense is the best offense, so you're thinking Ember Soul? Delicious. Let's see. Flowers with many petals. Didn't I cut myself on some leaves? Who hurt me? Hatsune Miku hurt me. Looking at the bottom, I think this could probably be Ember Soul. Even if we're not using it, I want to try and identify Cauldry. Thin stem, small leaves, with one little stamen. Let's see, do I have anything that matches that description? Well, the flowers look like they could be correct. It doesn't mention anything about the thin stem and small leaves in this description, but it certainly looks that way. So this one might be, gosh darn it, scroll wheel. It looks like it could be Cauldry. I don't see anything else here that would fit Cauldry. So I'm going to say that one is Cauldry. You're already labeled. I think everyone down here is spoken for. Oh, you're not spoken for. Hang on, let me move you out of that corner there. I feel like I need to organize my plants better, but it would take so long shuffling them all down. I'm really glad there's at least labels on things I've identified. Well, let's put an offering of Hatsune Miku. Perhaps Arjuina is a Vocaloid fan. Oh, sorry. I almost choked on my beverage. Evelum. The scent it produces is considered overpowering by some, but it is said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. Evelum has many short, pretty leaves. The flower is cute, just like Miku. Domino's Pizza, featuring Hatsune Miku. I know I showed that off during one stream, I think. What am I doing? Dinging the bell.
I'm being harassed by loonies, shouting about her redemption, saying they're gonna set it free, whatever the hell that means. Well, they can take their seeds of whatever, welking something out of the nonsense, and stick it where the sun doesn't shine. I'm not joining the damn cult. I just want to tend my garden in peace. I'm looking for some Larkshire to drive them away if they ever come round again. Oh, it's Larkshine, not Larkshire. Sorry. I'm just gonna pretend she got it wrong in universe. Larkshine. Oh, the power of... Oh, this one. Kidney flower. Where's my prickly pear? Where are those spines? I can't cut it open, unfortunately, but the shape looks correct. Doesn't it just look like it would be, if you could remove the thorns, it would be a delicious fruit? I don't know how you're going to use this to drive them away. Stick it where the sun don't shine. You'll have to narrow it down. We're in England. Gosh, I wish it would rain here. It rained here, apparently, this afternoon, but so briefly. It might rain tomorrow, though. Lyle? I wonder if that's how you say it. Lyle of Neptune. Also called truthsayer, this plant will force a person to tell the truth when eaten. This sparsely petaled pale flower gives off a strong scent. Used to plants like Claymore. I wonder if she's somehow related to the flower lady from Breath of the Wild. Somebody punched holes in my augury. In time, she learned that the sisterhood had secrets. Or had she always known that? Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure, but by now she knew what she wanted, and she would do anything to get it. Yeah, I think I see what this card is going for. Because the numbers here are making me think of the mountains. And yeah, Bowfell was 902. And then I'm assuming this is 803, the old man. And then I wish I could click on this right through. It looks like 16E. Right here. The impressive ridgeline of the Crinkle Crag stretches across the full width of my vision. Days like today are worth being alive for. A colorful plant stands out amongst the moss. Doesn't Crinkle Crag sound like a mountainous region in a Paper Mario game? Is that just me? It's cute. A little pitcher plant. The leaves feel smooth and soft underneath. The large stamen seems to be the source of that acerbic odor. But it's so cute looking. It's my friend, and it's my colors again. How will this plant murder people? I'm sure it's dangerous in some way, but it's so cute. My old man reckons there's a plant what can find pots of gold buried underground. Don't know what it's called, but I bet you do. Tell you what, when I'm rich, I'll throw a share of the gold your way.
A weeping bell. A shame Belle isn't here right now, although I believe she's going to miss the Splatfest tomorrow, possibly, which I'm sure would make me weep. Soft frilled leaves. Oh, the golden light. Oh, this... Marup. Marup. A Titan Arum, except minus the Titan. What is a Titan Arum? This... Soft frilled leaves. Yeah, that looks right. I think Marup too was the one we picked up using that clue. There we go. Lesser Meridoc. The round flower head of the Meridoc is made up of smaller yellow florets. A single drop of the strong-smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. And make a joke about the average customer, but no, that's unkind. Oh, a corpse flower. Oh, I see what you mean. A little fella. I'd love to see. I want to know what a corpse flower smells like. I mean, obviously terrible, like rotten meat, but it's one of those things where you gotta know, you know? Hello, Amos. I'm heading out the road again, but before I leave, I wanted to store some valuables in a safe. I don't trust myself to remember the combination, and I certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. Amen to that. This is where you come in. Surely you've got something up your sleeve for me. Oh, you want a drink. Okay. So I gotta find the plants that look like this. Okay, so there's this one here. So this one looks likely. These the shape with that sort of indent and the two stamens. I'll put you here so I don't lose you. And then I'm looking for 5 petals again, but pointy. And also with 2 stamens. I will put you here so I don't lose you. I don't think I have any other unclassified flowers that fit. Yeah, you don't have the big stamens. And then 8 petals with the bits in the middle. I don't recall what this in the middle of a flower is called. Again, I thought to myself, Morri, you ought to brush up on your flower anatomy. But I have forgotten. It's been entirely too long. It's not one of these instead, is it? No, because that has an inward divot and then this is pointy, so not that. It's too many petals. Is it you? I don't think it's right though. Like I see the lines here and there's no lines on these petals, so I don't think it's you. Make up my own flower anatomy. Okay, I'm gonna call these the bubbles. The bubbles in the middle. That sounds entirely too twee and I hate it. It's not you, Hatsune Miku, right? There. We all know it's Ember Soul. What about you? Well, you've got bubbles, and you've got the lines, and you've got the right number of petals. Yeah. Oops. Don't put it back on the shelf. My mouse is having issues. Alright. Oh, wait, does it explode? Excellent. Alright, I got a check mark. I'm going to assume I made it correctly. Hopefully this doesn't kill him. I don't want to kill Amos. Amos is nice. He's given us a lot of help beforehand. Don't die, mister. There we go. Okay, this is correct. Spring wax cap. An edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. I would like 2 dozen, please. My poor back.
Please help me. I lost my dog while out walking in the fells. The mist rolled in and he was gone. I remember there was a plant you could use to help find people. I wonder if it works for dogs. It has unusual black and golden flowers.
Oh, this one. Jacob's Worth. I think that was right. The leaves seem to have a mind of their own. Let's double check. But I'm pretty sure that's correct. Again, I love how this reminds me of Papers, Please. I love the tactile feeling of having all these, I was gonna say feelies, like an old PC game, except they're not actual tangible objects, but, except unlike Papers, Please, there's no time crunch, and I don't feel horrible when I play it. You know, it was really good by, I think his name was Lucas Pope, the developer of Papers, Please, also did Return of the Obra Dinn, which I thought was fantastic. It's like a big logic puzzle. I'd like to stream that at some point, actually. Because it's been a few years since I played it, so I don't remember anything. Okay. Yes. Here you go. May you find your dog swiftly. I passed someone as I was walking home today who had, did I not get, oh yeah, I guess I didn't identify a plant. I don't get a paper. But I passed someone while I was walking home from the train today who was walking the tiniest dog. And at first I thought it was a puppy, but it wasn't on a leash, which I don't recommend walking your dog without a leash. But it wasn't on a leash, but it was following its person obediently. So not a puppy. So I think it was some kind of chihuahua. But it was so tiny. I could lift it up in one of my tiny baby hands. Oh goodness, Hellbore, you haven't been getting enough food? That's terrible. Whatever will become of you? My mother's had me looking into this servant creature for you, but I'm afraid I've not been getting anywhere. It's strange. I'm sure I've seen some reference to it before, but I'm drawing a blank whenever I try to find anything. I think Lord Fremen's archives would be a good place to look. I was going to post this to you, but I was in town anyway, so I thought I'd drop it off in person. That and sneak in some Hellbore hugs. I like the way you think, Simone. I also like the implication that Hellbore is complaining as if he's never been fed. Typical. Typical. I've not been getting anywhere looking through my collections in Ambleside for any mention of the servant, but Lord Fremen's archives at Muncaster are home to many ancient and esoteric scrolls covering a wide variety of subjects. It might be worth a visit. Simone. Okay, so Muncaster. I wonder if there is a Wikipedia article out there of the silliest location names in the UK, like in England. Because I know there's a lot of very silly place names in Canada. I don't mean like any of the silly as in like the First Nations derived names, not those, but just ones that kind of sound silly on their own, like Conception Bay in the East Coast. Or there's a place here called Medicine Hat or Moose Jaw. You don't really think about how they probably sound unusual to people who aren't from the area, but... okay, Muncaster. Oh, here we go, Muncaster Castle. I follow Fremen's manservant deep into the vaults of the castle. 2 hours later, I have still found no mention of the servant. On the verge of giving up, a name grabs my attention. The Woken Dendru. Didn't Verona say that was another name for the servant? The Woken Dendru is loyal to the summoner, who becomes its master, and can bend its terrible power to their will. The servant is assumed to be immortal since it has no known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Blackcomb, to the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendru was ousted from this world. Unfortunately, although we know that 5 plants were required for the ritual, the specific plants are not known. Well, we just try everything until it works. So south of the Watcher, the Great Oak. So I assume Oxford commas, the Watcher is the Great Oak. And they're not saying the Watcher and the Great Oak and the Dendru. Yeah, I assume the Watcher is the great oak. I will check that out once I have the juice for it. Yeah, no, colonizer place names, absolutely open season. It is absolutely not kosher to make fun of First Nations place names, but colonizer place names, oh baby, tear them to shreds. You feel that way about Australian town names. Can you think of some interesting ones off the top of your head, Boogie?
Norwood, please. I find it's the only thing that can keep me from nodding off on the night shift.
I feel like I almost need some Norwood myself, except I'm not sleepy, just terribly burnt out. It has been a very long, very stressful, very tiresome week. Let's see, Norwood. Was Norwood the glowing one? Yes, it was. Where did I put our glowing friend, Norwood? There you are. I like to think that if I were to poke it, it would honk and spew confetti everywhere. I mean, there's nothing in the game that would contradict that. Hang on, I do want to click on this. Nether Wallop is a village and civil parish in the Test Valley district of Hampshire, England. Beautiful, thank you. There's also an over wallop and a middle wallop, but it's not as funny as nether wallop. The name wallop derives from the Old English words walla and hop, which taken together roughly mean the valley of springing water. Oh, many old thatched cottages, thatched roof cottages, and has been featured in books and TV programs as one of the prettiest villages in England. In particular, Dane Cottage in Five Bells Lane was used as Miss Marple's home in the village of St. Mary Mead for the BBC TV adaptations of Agatha Christie novels. Well, maybe you should get on to Miss Marple after you finish Poirot, Andorra. Okay, back to the game. Nether Wallop is your Mortal Kombat move. That's why we had the ESRB. Right. All right, I was like, where did I put it? I put it on my desk. I don't have a mini Mario jumping around in this game. I have never seen an episode of Miss Marple either. I've seen bits and pieces of the BBC Poirot series with David Suchet because my parents have watched it and I've seen them watching it. Daisy Duck. A simple potion that will grant courage can be brewed from the leaves. It is said that ancient warriors would take it before going into battle. So is a Daisy Dock where you park the Daisy cruiser when it's not being used for kart races? Huh. Oh, anyway. Da-da-dum. Da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, let's see. South of the Watcher, the Great Oak. So I guess that would explain why, like, I can go to the Great Oak, but I don't get anything for it, because I'm actually supposed to go south of it. A small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. This is the right place, but I'm too early. I need Verona Green's help to perform the ritual. Oh. Well, at least we found the place. Oh, 9. Daisy Dock and her boyfriend Donald Dock. That's so bad. I love it. Let's see. When her chance finally came, she did not hesitate even for a moment. Afterwards, when the Arda was dead, she felt only elation. Years after she had first laid eyes on the book, she had what she needed. What have you done? Let's see. The first letter of the Latin name of a plant known as golden light, and the number of petals on a lucky Caballia flower. Oh, I guess I opened this too soon, because I need to check my book. Okay, so golden light, which was Marup. The Weeping Bell, well, I guess in this case I'm glad that my Marup was overridden, because I would have forgotten what it was actually called. Okay, Lamentum nixus, so L. And then Lucky Caballia flower. Okay, 6 petals, but a 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune, so L7. L7. Anybody got an L7? Bingo. I amble through meadowland, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eye. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat's ear, and hidden among them, something new from my collection. The flowers are blue. Thank you, very astute. So useful. Somewhat pungent, alright. I feel like we've read descriptions that might fit these, but I do not for the life of me remember what they might have been. So let's wait until somebody asks. So hello, Bethany. It came for us. We were attacked in the night by the servant. In all my time in the forest, I have never experienced anything like what happened last night. The forest came alive and drove the beast back. Arduina saved us. It's the only explanation that makes any sense. One thing is clear. We cannot do this alone, and we must not allow the servant to get its hands on what it's looking for. I'm trusting you with this. A secret that the Sisterhood has kept for hundreds of years. A tool to defeat the Woken Dendru. Keep it safe. Use it wisely. You'll know how to open it, of course. Oh. I got an achievement, Guardian of the Forest. Have I ever played the game Mosaic Box? No. What's it about? I would like to know. Didn't we have a lock-picking plants? Clavelium? I want to say it was Clavelium. Yes, here we go. Sorry, Clavelium. Lovelock, that was it. It was... No, it wasn't you, not Brimlock. No. Where did I put it? I have so many plants now. What do I do with all of them? Clavelium. That's right, you had flowers. Wonderful. Follow the... Let me zoom in. Follow the Dudon tributary to its source. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth, to lift a curse. Last, a petal to secure black blood's reverse. So that would be, Elderfinium, I think it was called. And I think something mentioned corpse's friend, but I don't remember its actual name. I haven't seen anything about ankle grabbing. The curse lifting one, I don't recall what it was. But that was the one we gave the lady who had put on the cursed amulet. I don't recall what it was, but I'm assuming these are the plants we'll need for the ritual, so I'll table that. And we can check the book when it is pertinent. But for now, find the Dudon tributary. Ma'am, I sell plants. Okay, Dudon, 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 Dudon. Why these names? River Loon, River Kent, River... I thought that said River Gulpin for a second, and I thought, oh, like the Pokemon, but no. River Winster. Oh, here we go. River Dudon. I have to turn my head to the side, and that hurts my shoulders. Here we go. Oh, wait. No, was that not right? Wait, no. Follow it to its source. Did I hit the wrong thing? Dudon tributary. What have I done? No. Let me call another customer, and then I'll... No, it's really bothering me. It's really bothering me. What if the next customer wants whatever I find there? A puzzle game where you drag Tetris-esque pieces to fit in a shape, and each block of the piece represents a phrase or instrument in a song, and when it's done correctly, it will play a piece of music. That sounds Nice and meditative. Like a good sort of game to play when you're stressed out. Did I click the coast? Oh, maybe I did misclick again. Hang on, let me see. The River Didon. Did I not click here? Because this is... Or... Because I would click upriver, yes, and not down here. I think, because it would flow out to the ocean. I hope maybe I just misclicked. What? No. What am I doing wrong? Hang on, let me... Oh, the zoom is driving me nuts. No. Zoom in the middle, please. This is the River Didon, right? Is this not the correct spot? Follow the Didon tributary. Oh, wait, tributary. Oh, okay, you know, it might actually be this one, the tribute. It's probably that. All right, well, let me water some more plants. Oops. Tehe. Well, while I'm doing this, I am going to stream some Splatoon 3 tomorrow, the Splatfest test fire. I don't know how long I'll be streaming it for, or exactly when I'll start. I might stream a little earlier than I normally do. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream like right at the start of the test fire or play a little on my own so I don't embarrass myself on stream. We'll see. I'm sure a lot of you will already be playing it. So, you know, if people are playing and not watching stream, I'm not going to be offended. But I'm looking forward to it. I want to try out the Splatana Wiper. I've never seen this plant before, and here it is growing in abundance. Tributary, a river or stream flowing into a larger river or lake. I'm looking forward to hearing everyone's thoughts on it. I don't know if it'll let you play with friends during the test fire, because I don't believe Splatoon 2's test fire Splatfest let you join with friends. A somewhat damp flower, or a somewhat damp smell, dark red flowers. I haven't actually chosen officially yet, but I'm going with what jumped at me from the very moment the Splatfest was announced, which is scissors. That was the first thing that popped into my head was scissors. I am picking scissors. Can't wait to use it after you pick one of your mains and steamroll everyone trying to learn an entirely new weapon. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Schaefer.
They're saying the sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know much more than that, but those seeds of redemptionists have got all excited about it. There's a bunch of them chanting outside Pulliver's right now.
I don't recall, is your 96 gal available as one of the 25 weapons? It's nice that you have a larger selection of not only weapons but gear you can wear for the test fire, so that's nice. Okay, Foxfield is down here. And then Foxfield Trident. I don't like how it's not perfectly exact. This one, I guess. From Foxfield, the trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of the Swinside Stone Circle. A faint path leads me over a ridge and into a dell. Here, a plant thrives sheltered from the wind. Didn't like the 96 and Splat 2, the 52 gal is pretty solid. Well, that was because they changed the sub and special loadout to something you weren't keen on, right? We can't... I didn't have a chance to fiddle around with the, the current, what is the name of the new hub town? I'm blanking on it utterly. The Splatlands. I haven't been able to go around much, but there's no firing range available right now, right? Because I thought I want to test out these new special weapons before I embarrass myself with them, but I don't think I'm able to. Where did the new plants I got go? I looked away for a second. I have so many purple flowers. It was this one, right? I have so many purple flowers. They're all blending together. More the firing rate. I mean, they never change. Well, they might have changed it a little bit, but... Oh, hello.
I am going to Blackcomb. I will kill this servant. My people have a saying. He who lives without fear does not live at all. I will not say that I am not afraid, but it would be no bad thing to die hunting such a noble adversary. I will take Embersoul. One Hatsune Miku coming right up. This was right. It was Plant Tsune Miku, right? Yeah. There's still like, oh hey, new maps every 2 hours, really? I have been so tired and burned out from work, I haven't even gotten to really explore the hub area. I loaded it up very briefly for maybe like 5 minutes, on Thursday, but that was all I was able to do. Widow's Woe, said to induce fear, also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. It's not, I was gonna say not you, is it? But I think the leaf shape is wrong. 8,000 purple flowers. It's not you, is it? I mean, these are dark flowers. Anyway. Allow me to present my services. I own a small shop that specializes in curiosities. I would have thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in perusing our collection of manuscripts on elixirs, for example.
Ornside Antiques, 21 Orchard Road. Oh man, I was thinking plants and I read it as orchid. How embarrassing. Arnside. Where is Arnside? Arnside. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiquities blends into its surroundings. A tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery, to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their uses unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. The elixir of the damned, made from a combination of Arbutum alacritus, maculosus retinentia, and mens fortis. I am so sorry for my Latin. This powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised. It is said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive but no longer really with us. And St. Quentin's elixir. This elixir will enable any drinker of it to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near to the edge of a cliff. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, a seed pod for luck. Elixir of the Damned, aka Gamer Juice, aka Mountain Dew. Well, they do appear vacant and lost, alive but no longer really with us, as they do their rounds in Call of Duty. Equipped with the Arda's knowledge, she journeyed west to the stone circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations. You'd say it sounds more like perma-NyQuil. You know, actually, no, I was going to say, I don't know if I've ever had NyQuil. I've taken it for colds before, but I don't recall if it's ever had such a pronounced effect on me. I've definitely had Dayquil. Okay, and more. Raven Spider. Yeah. I'm gonna have to call it an evening soon, actually. I gotta make sure that I'm awake for splats tomorrow. But also, again, it's been a very long week and I'm very tired. I feel like I used to be more strongly affected by medication that would make you drowsy, like, say, Benadryl. But not so much anymore, but I think it's because I've had to take so much medication over the years that it ceases to be quite so potent. Or almost like it makes me tired, but not when I anticipate it doing so. Oh, goodness gracious. Maybe I'll finish this day and we'll call it an evening, if that is okay. And more. Where the heck is and more? And more, and more, and more. I'm sure I'm staring at it. They had to neuter it because of the people making meth with it. Oh, posture check. Thank you, Boogie. So, you know, I'm thinking about back in the day when Power Rangers was widely banned, including by my parents, because they thought it would promote violence and kids punching and kicking each other. But the real problem is Breaking Bad inspiring grown adults to make meth. Can I get rid of, like, I feel like the side of my map is covered. There we go. Okay. Wait, and more? Okay, and more. Okay, and then Raven Spire. I have to open my drawer, don't I? Okay, and more. And then Raven. Okay, so this is Raven. And then Spider. This one. A jackdaw croaks, hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass. Among them, some plants grow. Oh, that's interesting looking. I feel like if you threw these, they would explode in a flash of light. Though the baubles look soft, they are in fact quite hard. The leaves are strong and leathery. Anybody remember, not fruit roll-ups, but fruit leathers? Anyone ever had fruit leather? I used to have some as snacks sometimes when I was in elementary school. I forget what it was sold as, though. The real problematic portrayal of Breaking Bad is that you can be a habitual meth user and still have teeth like Aaron Paul's. Yeah, fruit leather. I can't remember what it was called. Have you heard of this masked woman? Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You would be a god. That creature. It's huge, unstoppable, and they say it obeys her every command. It would certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to settle for some Daisy Doc to help me get through it instead. Why do people share too much information about their personal lives? Please just say you need some Daisy Doc. I don't need to know about your in-laws. You remember finding out about fruit leather and being like, why would I want it if it doesn't have shapes punched out of it, like fruit roll-ups? You're thinking of fruit roll-ups. That had shapes in it. Leather made of fruit. You can wear it on a hike and have something to eat if you run out of rations. Yeah, it's what they make out of apple cows. Okay, so I'm looking for something with leaves that split into 3 with 5 points on each. Let's have a look. Okay, well, these ones split into 3 with 5 points on each. It's probably you. Let me just do a little more sneaking. Make sure I don't have like another probable flower here, but I think nearly Nearly everyone is tagged. No, light buttery scent. Do not eat. Oh, this one too. But there's not enough leaves on this purple flower. Very similar though, but I think it's this one. No, it wasn't fruit by the foot. Like, there were little strips that came in like little sort of aluminum packages. They were kind of like a dark brown in color. Fruit roll-ups are the completely artificial version of fruit leather. Yeah, leather's about as healthy as that snack. I don't know. Leather is not as painfully sugary. Dead man's fingers, well, what do you know? I called it. This fungus is typically found in dense forests, protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though a corpse is reaching up from the undergrowth, said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Well, I guess we know what this is.
This letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address provided, just the horticulturist spelled wrong. I have to assume it was meant for you.
Ah, yes, I am the horticulturist. If you know your plants, this letter is for you. Oh, can I use my secret?
Ho ho! So you've got it working! Oh yes, yes, it works, it works! Look to the north of Bowfell at the source of the river Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret. Oh,
I like how he writes his laughter in the letter. Okay, so look to the north of Bowfell at the source of the river Esk. Okay, Bowfell. So I see rivers. Let's look at the rivers here. River Esk. Here we go. River Esk. Bowfell. Here we go. Sure enough, I find a plant here that I have never seen before. I love how silly these all look. This also looks like something I would find on Lava Isle. Oh, sorry, they meant the Hort cult of wrist. I thought we didn't want to have anything to do with cults. Bell-like flowers and heart-shaped leaves.
My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the ones he's brought back from his latest venture. He's just been on a trip across the lake, exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they don't look edible to me. I'd have brought one with me here to help identify it, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. I'll come back tomorrow.
I mean, he's probably right. Mr. Dunn, mushrooms, woods west of Undermere, across the lake. Definitely not going to need this at all, huh? West of Undermere, across the lake. I guess here? Mushrooms! How have I never been here before? They're hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. Alright, what do we get? The red caps have a spongy texture. Do I have any mushrooms that mention a spongy texture or red caps? So let's see, Bishop's Parasol. Right, damp places. I don't think it's Bishop's Parasol. We didn't use this one, right? Yeah. Not Copper Caledonian. So there's Farmer's Worry and the Spring Wax Cap. Oops. Let's see, so Farmer's Worry. Ah, spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect has worn off. So, only safe to consume in small quantities. Okay, so this is overdose. So this might be Farmer's Worry, because it does mention spongy. Let me check the spring wax cap as well. Edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. I think just based on the shape, it's more likely to be the Farmer's Worry. Especially because the entry for the Farmer's Worry mentions spongy. I wonder if we can make the elixir for it right now. Oh, well, I guess we don't make an elixir with only one plant, do we? Where did I put Royal Gentia? That was the pink one. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do it with only one plant, so I guess if she comes back, I'll give her the kidney beans. Not that she'll come back. I'm sure they were perfectly safe. Well, hey, Simone.
Lord Fremont told me he was able to help you find some information on the servant. I've been looking all over the library, but all I've discovered is a mold problem. I hope you might have some sweet breath that could help clear it up.
Palliance. The HEPA filter. HEPA filter. And now I found myself looking under the H's going, oh, HEPA, no, Palliance. Okay, so short leaves, many short leaves. Let's see. Just easier to go from left to right so I don't miss something. Okay, it's not you, because you've both been classified. No. You? Somewhat pungent. So it might be this one, with the little lemon-flavored water sausages. Pungent makes me hesitate, though. No. Too far apart. Okay, you've already been categorized. Yeah, I'm sad that Simone didn't bring the mold. Also, hello, Nex. I'm sorry, I didn't say hello sooner, but I just... because both you and Andorra have pink text, and I just see it out of the corner of my eye. I'm sorry. A pleasant, fresh aroma. Ooh. So this one and the lemon-flavored water sausage both have a lot of short leaves. I feel like the water sausage looked more like the sketch, but this one has a pleasant aroma, and that one was mentioned as being somewhat pungent, I believe. So I feel like this one is more likely to be the air purifier, but if it's wrong, I'll try this one. Excellent. The Febreze plant. Sour Bandy. The Sour Bandy can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that, although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. You did the same thing, but in the middle of reading the bit about edible hiking garments, you were like, why does this sound so much like a Next joke?
My cousin will be married in 3 days. If you've got some Trimble Huff, then it'd save me the trouble of going out to find some myself. If you knew my cousin, you'd know she's not worth the trouble.
Well, then, why are you here? Are you just going so you can sample the free booze and snacks at the wedding? Or maybe so you can get drunk and try to break off the marriage? I can't get over how British children's book Trimble Huff sounds like. Okay, small cup-like flowers pointing downwards. Oh, it's these ones, I think. I don't have a... I do have a picture, never mind. So they've got the single stamen protruding. And they are kind of pointing downwards. Scroll wheel. Let me just have another look again to make sure I don't jump the gun. If I see any cup-like flowers that also point downwards. that. No, the stamen is too big. I don't think it's those. And you already categorized. I think I surmised this one was clavellum. I think, oops, I just went past it. Or Cauldry, sorry. Yeah, I think this is Cauldry. I don't think I see anything else here that would likely be correct. We're sleepy. Woman, it's been a long day. There we go. Glowhorn. The glowhorn, or forest lantern, or pixie lamp, is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that it grows under. Suspicious travelers avoid walking towards it, fearing that the faint lights will lure them to their demise. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. I will do that right now. Much better. Okay. So I am going to end the day. Let's get our augury, and then I'm going to call it an evening. And then we will finish this probably on Tuesday. However, again, tomorrow I will be streaming the Splatfest at some point. I'll post on Twitter, or if you follow me, and if you aren't following me already, you should. I would appreciate it. I feel so scummy saying that, but you will get a notification when I'm live on Twitch, so... The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by, the sun set, and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened. Then he saw it. So this must be the shepherd that was murdered. Like, comment, subscribe. I can't say that in good conscience. Anyway, I know we're probably getting close to the end of the game, but I'm very sleepy and I need to rest, so we'll finish this on Tuesday. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me for yet another chill stream, and hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow for a little bit of Splatoon 3. I don't know how much of the Splatfest I'll be streaming, maybe like an hour or two, just so I don't tire myself out, but of course I'm still going to be playing it more than that. So stay safe, stay healthy, please have a wonderful weekend, and good splatting if you decide to join in. And hey, if you have a Switch, you really should at least try out the demo. Even if you don't have Switch Online, you do get a little code for a free 7 days if you want to use it. Anyway, I will catch you next time. Bye bye. Don't put it in your mouth.